Alright guys, good morning. Melissa here. I just finished some exercise. I think these are from my glasses. I put my glasses on and I get a red mark. Hey, yeah, so I just finished my exercise. Have some kind of routine in the morning, guys. So usually I am up by 7:30. And I know that seems late to some people, but I'm usually in bed late. So I don't think it really matters always depending on your day, what time you wake up. I mean, obviously, if you have a job to go to in the morning, you need to get there. Um, so my hair. Let me tell you about my hair for a minute before I talk about other things. It has gotten past like it's a tangle here. It's gotten past like the I hate it stage. Like even yesterday, I'm like, oh my goodness, my hair feels so heavy, and especially in the back where the layers are grown out, it's just like it's really getting heavy. But I'm good. I'm like, you know what? It looks good. It's got body. It looks healthy. Don't cut it. Don't trim it. Don't do anything to it. So I'm actually going to take a challenge here and I'm going to leave my hair alone instead of doing anything to it. I'm just going to leave it. And I think thinking back when I was growing up sometimes, especially during PMS, and I think women can relate to this. Your hair drives you crazy, right? And you're just like, chop, right? I'm just gonna chop it, right? Because it's just like drives you crazy. And as you get older, you wonder, how long should I keep my hair as you get older? And it's going to depend. It really is. It's going to depend on how it looks. I mean, if it looks better with a trim, keep it up that way. But if it looks good, long and healthy, keep it that way. It doesn't have to mean because you're getting older, you have to have short hair. So some women don't want the short hair because they feel like they can, just can't keep up with it. Or they're busy working and they want it out of the way or whatever. Um, Hold on. So I think just putting it up when you're working is usually a better idea. Okay, so those are just my thoughts. Do what you want. So, schedule. So I'm usually up by 7:30. Take a half hour to rest, just to relax, just to think about my day. Have some time with God. That's usually my morning schedule. And then I usually like to get into exercise after I have a good breakfast. Have a nutritious breakfast, guys. Have something, it doesn't have to be much. I mean, my breakfast usually isn't much. It's either oatmeal or, if we're out of that, raisin bran. And then this morning was toast because we were out of milk. Have something to get your energy going. And especially ladies, when you're older and you have sweated throughout the night and I have my window open and then I have it shut throughout the night. And then I have water by me, right, to keep me hydrated. But make sure you have something to eat, especially in the morning when you're older. Do not skip that breakfast. And then start your workout. Do what you can. So sometimes I'm like, great, I've got an hour and a half for my exercise. Other times I'm like, I don't have time this morning to exercise. And I noticed that this week. And I will be out there walking, which is exercise, and that's good for you, but that's not the same as focused exercise. So on those days that you miss, try to get in more exercise on the days you're doing it. Try that. And then usually about this time, I usually, if I didn't have a big breakfast, I usually get a snack or I just wait until lunch. And then, I might have a fruit or something right now, and then I get into my work, my thinking. I'm like, okay, look at your calendar, take some emails. After my family, then I will take emails from others. After I take texts from my guys, and then I'll get into emails. I'll make some phone calls. And then before my day starts, I try to get into some kind of, either YouTube encouragement or reading or something to get my mindset for the day. And then I'm off for the day. It's just like, boom, I've got plans and I'm busy throughout the whole entire day. But that morning foundation is really important to me, just to have that. So this morning I'm off to a business lunch. I've got some calls to make about my cleaning business. And then actually, the vehicle that's supposed to be, I'm supposed to be getting is supposed to be delivered tonight. He wanted to clean it out. He wanted to change the tires. My husband often would change tires and do all that, which I appreciated. Let me think. That saved us a ton of money. All his work as a mechanic, tons of money. And then, of course, me staying home and taking care of my kids saved us a ton of money. We lived like on nothing, and we were really happy. And there's this argument out there that says, oh, your kids have to have a bunch of stuff to be happy. No, they don't. And that's not from personal experience. I mean, there's been times I've had nothing and times I've had way too much. And when we master our life, we want to be able to, what you're basically doing is turning chaos into order, right? That's what you're doing. So good management of what you have has to have a good master plan, right? The more you have, the more you have to take care of. It's just the way it is. And before you know it, you are focused on things instead of people. And it's always God and people in life, always. There's nothing more important than God and then people. So you want to be out there and you want to enjoy your life. And even if you're home with family, you want that time for your family. Your time is the most valuable asset you have. Like this last minute here, or 6 minutes, I cannot take back ever in my life. And that's how we kind of need to look at our time. Like, our days are numbered, and how are we going to live them? So be very intentional with your time. I had someone who wanted to schedule a one-on-one yesterday again, and I'm like, I'm busy for the next couple weeks because I have to slow down my schedule to get my priorities done, because they can get out of hand, very easily. I mean, I have one thing come up, then another, and before you know it, you're totally off schedule. So try to tweak your schedule. I'm being more aggressive with my calendar now. Don't just have a calendar, but then go back, like, I'd say midday, definitely the end of the day, and check and see, okay, were my goals met? What did I do? Check your calendar a couple times a day and be like, am I on track? What am I doing that needs to change right now? So I need that for me. I need to be very aware of what I'm saying yes to and what I'm saying no to. Okay, so that's what I got for today, guys. I'll have another thing on business later. I did lose last night. This company that I had taken a class with, the guy's like, I'm taking anyone out for dinner who does not get anything from this class. And I will tell you, I had more than 2 things from that class last night. It was an amazing class. And then there was one man who was kind of like, well, I don't know, I kind of didn't really get much out of this class. And he's like, well, tell me what you need and let's talk about this. And then he had given him a whole nother bunch of ideas to help him. So taking a free class and getting so much out of it is so worth it, guys. Just always be learning, and mindset is just everything. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.